Before I get too far into this little show I am inclined to make a little public service announcement. As outdoorsmen and hunters, fishermen, we always talk about safety. We talk about firearm safety, tree stand safety, safety for your dog, safety in getting into the woods. But one thing we never talk about is the aspect of safe practices when you're going into the woods to go in the woods. Because folks, bad things can happen when you go into the woods to go in the woods. You can encounter wildlife. Now, we ain't got a lot of grizzly bears in Oklahoma, but we do have black bears. And black bears will make a mess of a person pretty quick. And I guarantee you, you don't want to encounter a black bear when you're going to the woods to go in the woods, because you might not make it to the woods before you went. Now, we do have a critter in Oklahoma that is every bit as mean as any grizzly ever thought of being. Pound for pound, he's probably one of the meanest critters in nature. He's only about that big. They run in packs. And you'd think them stubby little legs, they couldn't move that quick, but they can. They're called fire ants. And being tiny and quick like they are, they can get in the strangest places when you encounter them when you're going in the woods to go in the woods. Guarantee you. Now, snakes kind of go without saying. I have encountered a snake when I was going into the woods to go in the woods, and I screamed like a little girl. My buddy that was with me said, "Jeffrey, don't sell yourself short, son. You scream like a big girl." Yeah. Now, folks, there's certain equipment that you need when you go into the woods to go in the woods. A shovel is very important. I'll tell you why. You do not want to use a pre-dug hole when you go in the woods, because whatever pre-dug it might still be living in it. I know a fellow, every deer camp, we make him sleep in his own tent because he wakes up in the night screaming about badgers. Now, I don't know what happened to the boy, I don't want to ask him, but he was traumatized. Tissue paper is a very important piece of equipment when you go into the woods to go in the woods. I'll tell you why. Poison ivy doesn't make a good substitute. Does make you walk funny for a few weeks, but it don't make a good substitute. And with that, we come to the most vile, evil creature that one can encounter when you're going in the woods to go in the woods. No, ain't ticks. That's a hunting partner with a camera and a twisted sense of humor. I know a guy that took him 2 years in a lawsuit to get them pictures off the internet. So folks, let's be careful out there when we're going in the woods to go in the woods. Now,